So now coming to the program monitor, this is our program monitor and this would only play the videos which are there in our timeline. So this is the timing. This is again the resolution. It is the same as our source monitor. I would like to make it as fit. This is the resolution, full, half, 1/4. As I said, it depends on your system configuration and the hardware. This is the settings. The settings are the same as the source monitor, which has already been showed earlier. So yeah, there are no difference. There is, or rather, mm, there are no other options or no other. Uh, yeah, so there are no other options or any other attributes which are different from the source monitor. They both are the same. The attributes for settings. This is the time which is showing at its end. So right now our footage is 47 seconds and 18 frames. Sorry, 24 frames. The current time it was 18, but it ends at 47 seconds and 24 frames. And as I said, plus means zoom in, minus means zoom out from the keyboard. You can do the same by scrubbing it from here. Now, for example, if you want to have a in mark here and an out mark here. So now one thing is there, this option of in mark and out mark, why is it there in our program monitor as well? Because it is there in our source monitor, and if we want to get that from the in-point and output from our source monitor to our timeline, we do that. But why the same has been provided on our program monitor? Because this is the final timeline. All these options which you are it has already been shown on our source monitor as well, but these are all the same. The answer for this is the answer for why this option has again been there in our program monitor. It is because suppose if you only want to render means taking out an output of the video from any particular sequence or timeline. So if you want to render only this portion, so what Premiere would do is while you render a video, it would only render this portion from your entire timeline. So this is actually a cool feature again in Premiere, which is provided in the program monitor. Say for example, if you have created a video of around 1 minute and you want different versions of the same video, say of 15 seconds, 20 seconds and 30 seconds. So you can actually basically select the time, the in time and the out time by pressing Shift I, Shift O, or I and O. For getting into the for selecting that entire video according to your preference and according to your requirements, you can make it into 15 seconds, 30 seconds and 1 minute. So you need not create a different kind of sequence if the entire video is on the same sequence. So you can just select it by uh, pressing I and O, and if you want to go to the time to the beginning, that means to the end point, you can just click here or press Shift and I. Endpoint, outpoint, Shift and O. So if this portion is selected, the video, the Premiere would render only this video, this portion which you have been selected. And now if you have selected this, but now what you have thought is no, you would like to render the entire video or like to work on the entire video, you can come here. Once the arrow is shown this, you can get your cursor to the beginning and you can get your cursor, you can just get it to the right and drag it up to here. So now this entire range has been selected and Premiere would render the entire video. I would just drag this a bit as options are not available. Yeah, this is export frame. This works same, but in order to click here, like suppose if you are clicked here and if you do Control Shift E, so what this would do is this would not export your frame from the source monitor, but it would export the frame from your program monitor. So you need to be in the timeline or you need to be in the program monitor in order to render your export frame from the program monitor or the timeline. Control Shift E, or you can click here as well. This is safe margins. This is a very important tool, or rather an option provided by Premiere in order when you are working on edits. So let me get to you to just a basic kind of film editing. I would like to maximize this panel group settings, same as source monitor. Yeah, so if you see, if I toggle this, you would see there is a boundary kind of thing. So I would like to give you this is a very important tool when you're editing films, a short film kind of thing, a serial or something like that. So what is the safe margins actually? So let me quickly draw a box here, and I would create one more smaller box than this, rather of a different color, maybe blue or something. Yeah, so this, the one in blue, is known as title safe area. The entire blue box is known as title safe area, which means suppose if you are writing down any text, so this text, any text, enter any text. Please note this is like when you are writing a text or any kind of information which you are providing, that has to be within this bounding box, like this, it has to be within this bounding box. So basically your text cannot go like this, something like this, or something like this. This is totally wrong. The best practice is it should be within your title safe area. So this blue box is your title safe area. Now coming to the black box. This black box is known as action safe area. What is this actually? Like suppose there is a character or there is any kind of speaker who is in the video, or he's doing any action, he or she is doing any action. It has to be something within this frame, the black box, which is visible here, like a person. Suppose there is an interview kind of thing which is going on. So a person is there and he is speaking something, and there is some kind of, sorry, and there is some kind of hand movements or something like that. So what it has to be done is like it, this character who is speaking, or there is suppose one more character here. So this can exceed the title safe area, which is the blue line, but it cannot exceed the black line, which is the action safe area. This hand or any kind of movement can exceed or can cross the blue area, the title safe area, but it should not cross the action safe area, as it is not at all a good practice, because some margin has to be kept in the video to have a good spacing. It is also known as good spacing. Like the video shouldn't look totally a messed up kind of thing, and this character shouldn't go like this or something, because from that video the movements or any kind of action which is done can be cropped, or rather it can be removed if this kind of if this kind of proposition is not mentioned in any video. So I hope this action and title safe area is clear to you, as this is a very important part in video editing. Now I would again go back to Premiere, and I would go to panel group settings, restore panel group size, which would take me back to the entire user interface by minimizing this program monitor. And I would again save my project, and yeah, this was the program monitor of Premiere.